Hello again. Now I have only 5 minutes and I don't understand why. But I guess that's all I need. I'm going to split this up into two because my phone does whatever it wants to do. My table is turned a little bit. I don't know if this is better. Anywho. If there's one thing that I'm starting to realize through all of this is that maybe I'm just a night crawler. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to work against my natural rhythm. And I've struggled with this for a while. And I love the morning time. It's beautiful. But I find that when my body just does what it needs to do, that I'm less sleepy and I have more energy. That's strange. Anyway. So somebody, I have to split this up into two because I'm going to run out of time. But somebody left me a message saying why is it important who the two witnesses are, and I'm gonna have to leave that for the next video because I need to go do my walk and I'm not gonna have time in this one. But I wanted to go back to about witnesses. In the book of John, I had it marked yesterday, I don't know why I don't today. To go back to regular John. Alright, so where to start? Okay, so if we go back to John chapter 2, at the end of chapter 2, you see, now when he was in Jerusalem at the Passover in the feast day, many believed in his name when they saw the miracles which he did. But Jesus did not commit himself unto them because he knew all men, and needed not any should testify of man, for he knew what was in man. So it also says, as you move on to chapter 3, that Jesus says, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of God. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Verse 11 says, I say unto thee, we speak that we do know and testify what we have seen, and receive not our witness. If I have told you earthly things, and ye believe not, how shall you believe if I tell you of heavenly things? So, when we get over to John chapter 5, starting in verse 31, and if you remember from my previous video, this is why, in dealing with a legal issue, while I have witnesses, and I knew very well that I could have witnesses, sometimes we have to choose in considering the outcome of everything. Sometimes we have to choose if and how you're going to use the power that you have. And never mind all of that. When we go back to this long-standing tradition of a word being a man's bond, it's because words are very binding. When I say that people don't realize the power of the words you say, everything that you put out with intention has an effect that you can't take back. So it's very true that what you bind here on earth is bound also in heaven. The things that we speak are permanent. So I can see I'm about to run. I've got like 11 seconds left. So I'm going to have to put the rest in the next video. So stay tuned. I'm going to have to do this again. I don't know why it does this. Unless it's going to give me more time. Let's see.